Out with the old, in with the new. What's up, guys? So today we have another thing going on with the Ram. Now if you click the link, you obviously know that you're here because you have a Squeak. Now this truck was just lifted. It has brand new shocks on it, and to my surprise, that's our problem. So if you're having a Squeak at low miles, small bumps, and you just and you're like, what is that? And you went over everything, you torqued all this stuff, pretty sure you overlooked the shocks. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Let's get started. All right, so let me show you what I'm talking about. Now, these are brand new Fox 2.0 shocks, maybe 1,000 miles on them, but the last 500 they've been squeaking. I've had this all the time, and you know, I've tightened the bottom shock bolt because I thought it was loose, and then the top to 65 foot-pounds, which is what the lift recommends. And I went through every other suspension item, and I was like, what is that? And you know, one day I just happened to come around, I'm like, I'm gonna go through everything again. Now, look at, that's not moving. It's not moving at all. You can see I'm not even turning it. It's just that little bit of push. And you're gonna hear that on every bump. Now, both backs are doing that. Not too sure if I can get a good audible out of our passenger side, but same thing is happening over here. Yep, a little bit. So what that tells me is that I was right. I went on a bunch of forums and went through everything that I could think of, and a lot of people told me that when you buy brand new Fox shocks, if the seals were not lubricated properly through the factory, that they could dry out pretty quickly and cause a squeak. So I went right ahead and I contacted Fox, and they were like, yeah, sure, send them out. It'll be 6 to 8 weeks to get those back. 2 months to take them off the truck and not be able to use it. I need my truck. I'm sure you guys need your truck. So I went right ahead and I bought 2 new ones, and then I'll send out the other ones, and then I have an extra set that they will rebuild in due time and blah, blah, blah. But let's get right ahead, changing out these shocks and getting that god-awful squeak out of here.
I'm gonna dance by myself like nobody's watching. Don't really care if my rhythm's off, 'cause I'm gonna dance like nobody's watching me. I'm gonna dance by myself like nobody's watching. Don't really care if my rhythm's off, 'cause I'm gonna dance like nobody's watching.
Yep, let's just bang it on the way down. Alright, so here is our, what looks to be a perfectly good shock, but obviously has only so much you could do with it. Let's get our new shock out of the box.
I'm gonna
So I was wrong, which is fine. So the Adventure series, which is what I had on there, have the adapter plate. So instead of having the bolt that comes right up through the frame rail, it has this plate, so it'll offset it right. But I went with the Performance series. I must have forgot. I ordered these a few weeks ago, and these have the factory style where kind of you sandwich it up and you put it up in between the frame rail. So we're gonna put these up, and instead of the shock actually sitting like it is on this side where the reservoir is on top, it'll be towards the bottom, so the arm will actually go up more inside that way, and it'll actually help with absorbing bumps a little bit more. We're going from the Adventure series to the Performance series, so a little bit of an upgrade.
I'm gonna dance off, cause I'm gonna dance like nobody.
Alright, so if I want to do this the right way and tighten down that top bolt, there's an Allen head that goes in the rod so the rod doesn't spin. So I could tighten down that nut to 65 foot-pounds. The best way to do that is for me to take out this wheel liner. You got a bunch of 8mm bolts, same as one right there and one right there. And take out the wheel liner or just drop it down on top of the tire, and we'll get a Allen on top of that to stop that rod from spinning. Tighten it down, do the other side, and get it for a ride.
Dance, 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 dance. I'm gonna dance, 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 dance. I'm gonna dance, 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 dance.
Quarter-inch right angle Allen works best for trying to get between the bed and the frame rail.
Don't really care if my rhythm's off, cause I'm gonna dance like nobody's watching me. I'm gonna dance by myself like nobody's watching.
Alright, so now we got it all tight. Get it here. You don't hear no squeaking. If anything, it's on the other side. I'll put this all back together and then do this.
I'm gonna dance, 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 dance. I'm gonna dance, dance, dance like nobody's watching me. I'm gonna dance.
Now there is a 8mm that hides behind your plastic. It hides right here, you don't really see it. So you just want to make sure you don't forget about that.
I've been trying to cope since you ran away. I've been feeling lost, I've been feeling pain. And no matter what I do, I just feel like I do what I do for you. I tried to call the doctor, didn't help. Took a trip out to the sun to revive myself. No matter what I do, I just feel like I do what I do for you.
Alright guys, so don't mind that asshole in the back, making noise. It's not like no one else lives here. But anyway, no. Now we have our shock end. You can tell everything's all back together. I'm pulling on that pretty good. No squeak. So I'm not even gonna bore you with the other side. I mean, why even bother? You know now that if you had a squeak at low bumps, it was continuously like the same way all the time, that's pretty much your main problem. Check your shocks. If you have to replace them, if they're newer, get them rebuilt. You probably have warranty. And yeah, that's what I got for today. So if you like that, if you like this type of video, please like, comment, and subscribe. It helps the channel, helps me, all that good stuff. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one. Later.